Here we are in Dawson Creek, British Columbia at mile 0 of the Alaskan Highway. Good morning. We are in Chetwynd, British Columbia, and we are enjoying the sculpture that can be found. I want to say there's like 200 of them that you can walk along and see all over town. And there is a wood carving competition, a sculpture competition chainsaw competition every June, and it's international. One year, it might have been last year, a fellow from Japan won. They're just absolutely beautiful, and we're really enjoying it.
This is called the space between heaven and hell.
We are at the Peace River in British Columbia between Chetwynd and Hudson's Hope. It's really quite beautiful.
There's the dam over here.
We are at Hudson's Hope, British Columbia, so named for the Hudson Bay Trading Company that merged with the Northwest Trading Company here and founded a fur trading site. One of the cabins, the original cabin, is still available to see. I'm not sure where it is. I thought it was here, but I don't see anything that says that. This is the Peace River. We are in the Peace Valley, which got its name from warring First Nations, the Dane Za, or the Beaver people, and the Cree made peace, which was a really big deal at the time, and so the name has stuck. And the Peace River, very coolly, flows from here north into the Great Slave Lake and on through the Mackenzie River and into the Arctic Ocean. So maybe we should jump in here and not necessarily the Arctic, or maybe both.
This is our campsite for the last couple of nights. We're at Charlie Lake. It's a provincial campground. We're a couple of miles north of Fort St. John, British Columbia. The price is 20 Canadian dollars a night. That translates to $15.60 US dollars today. It's been really quiet here. There are 52 campsites in here, and this morning there were only 2 of us camped in here. Looks like a couple more have come in this afternoon, so there may be 4 or 5 in here right now, but couldn't ask for any quieter. Large wooded sites. Of course, there's no power. Super clean privies. There is water. Price is great. It's perfect. Charlie Lake has a memorial on it for 12 U.S. soldiers who drowned there during World War II. They were engineering troops up here to build the Alcan Highway, and a boat went down in the lake with them in May of 1942. So anyway, it's got that connection to the Alaskan highway. Pretty cool. Tragedy for those troops and for their families, but they are memorialized, so we'll leave you with that.
Hey, we are 182 miles north of Dawson Creek, British Columbia. Behind us is the Northern Rockies Park of British Columbia. So we've been to the Northern Rockies in Alberta, and now we are in the Northern Rockies in British Columbia, and we see some snow again, and we've seen some snow along the side of the road. It's
Okay, we're traveling on the Alaska Highway. A little bit of interesting trivia about it. Of course, the highway was built in 1942 by the U.S. military. I actually had an uncle, his name was Uncle Coffee, and he lived in Washington State. He came here and helped build the highway. My dad always said that he was too old to go and fight, so he came up here as a engineer and helped build the highway. But anyway, it was built in 1942 as a result of Pearl Harbor, because the U.S. military wanted to be able to secure Alaska from Japanese invasion. Initially, it was called the Alcan Highway, Alaska, Canada, in 42 when it opened, but the Alaskans, civilians were pissed off because they weren't able to use the road. Civilian use of the road was severely limited, and so the government changed the name to Alaska Highway in 1943, and that name kind of stuck. And then the road was finally open to civilian traffic in 1948. So 3 years after the war before they even let civilians drive on the road. Anyway, interesting trivia about the Alaska Highway. Here's the view down in the beautiful valley from the top of Steamboat Mountain on the Alaska Highway, kilometer 532. Great view of the Northern Rockies.
And we know that it's kilometer 532 because we have the milepost that tells you pretty much kilometer by kilometer, mile by mile, if there's something to see, where there's a pull-off, where there's a trash bin. Really enjoying it. Thanks, Mom.
This is Summit Lake, where we will not be camping tonight because it's not open.
But our plan was to camp up here.
This is our beautiful campsite at Muncho Lake. And they tell us the ice is breaking up. We could hear it last night. Beautiful. Green ice, clear water. Unbelievable. Well, we awoke to beautiful, warm sunshine this morning at Muncho Lake, and 2 hours later, it's sleeting to beat the band.
Hey. Hey, pretty boy. That's a stone sheep.
Some caribou on the highway. How's that for a pretty picture?
This is the Liard River Suspension Bridge, which is the last suspension bridge on the Alaska Highway. Oh gosh, I hope you can see those mountains in the background.
Where are we going?
This pathway.
Yeah, where's it go?
Oh, sorry. Liard Hot Springs.
All right.
Yeah.
We've heard about it for years.
Yes.
We definitely have got to try it out. It's a nice, cool day, so.
Yeah, very cool day. There's some more seagulls over there.
How's the water?
Oh, fantastic. I was afraid I would find it too hot, but it's like just
Little yeah.
Past warm, but not hot.
A little sulfury smell.
A little sulfury. Yeah.
Nice on a cool day though.
Yes. Oh my.
Ribbon salmon, and it's a Klondike ribbon. And it is the original. Yeah. There's an old building. Yes. Oh my God. In the far west.
Okay, this has been pretty beautiful. Feels fantastic.
Nice and warm. We finally have some sunshine.
Yeah.
We had some cloud cover for a while, but
It's really hot up that direction. Too hot for me. The people look like they're boiled lobsters. It's that hot.
your skin turns red. It's so hot.
And cooler down this way. We haven't been. This is about perfect for me right here.
Yep.
I don't like it quite as hot. This is Liard Springs Provincial Park.
Hot Springs.
There's a campground here, but it was $10 a carload,
Yeah.
or $7 a person. So she just charged us for a carload.
And we're about 40 minutes north of our campground at Muncho Lake.
Yeah.
So a nice, perfect
Yes.
day trip.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're having lunch here in Liard Hot Springs, and it looks like the same lunch we have back in the States, but you have to kind of learn a whole new language because, like, for
And
instance,
Jacques is really proud of his French, my friends.
this we would call a ham sandwich, but it's actually jambon forêt noir, which I think is Black Forest ham. And I like the mustard. Back home I'd call that like a brown mustard, but it's actually called a moutarde preparée here. And you know, peanuts are a great snack. Always love a handful of peanuts. The good thing up here, that's glass. It's not plastic at home. They believe in glass.
Yeah.
But where we would call them dry roasted peanuts, here you're required to call them Arichides grillis sec. And if you like a little cream cheese, you have to ask for produit de fromage à la crème. And if you want to cut up an apple, that's a pomace.
A pomace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are the kind of things to learn before you come up here, so you too can be bilingual.
Yes, bilingual. And Chuck told our new friend Randy back in Grand Cache when we were kind of teasing about Canadian stuff versus stuff from the US, and Chuck said everything he knows about Canada is from what?
The McKenzie brothers and Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys. So yes,
he got
that's our Canadian knowledge. Good looking bison.
All right, friends, we're going to leave you right here on the shores of frozen Muncho Lake. We hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for coming along with us.
If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't yet and would like to, subscribe. Leave us a comment. We love them. And we shall see you soon. Fare thee well, Nomies.